Hello! Oh shit, that's oh shit, that's loud. I'm sorry, guys. Fucking hell, this is a fucking loud son of a bitch. Let me turn that down for you cunts. Sorry, I called you cunts, but I love you, no homo. Okay, fuck. How do you do this again? Oh, right there. Yeah. Okay. No, not desktop. Fucking fuck. Stop. Okay, it made it slightly better. It's still gonna go in. I scream. I don't know why I'm screaming. Okay. Today we're playing Highway Blossoms, and yeah, let's continue from where we left off. Right here, we're about to go into the ruins and get the fucking treasure, and beat Maria's because she's a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm acting so stupid today. There's an incline, but it's not too bad. Next to me, Marina spreads her arms out for balance, but I'm confident enough to not need to. Crossing over the ruins themselves will be the riskiest part, so there's no cover, and anyone who happens to look over will see us. We just have to hope that Tora has moved somewhat without a line of sight of us. I grab Marina's hand again and start to run. She struggles to keep up, so I slow down a bit. It may take 2 minutes from one to another, and fuck, I spelled that wrong. When we reach the far wall, Marina's breathing is strained.
Much running, do you?
Yeah, I can relate. Everywhere is punctuated with a pant. I'm winded too, but my lungs to not show it. I have to look strong for Marina.
Ready for the fun part?
Is it actually fun?
Not yet. We've still got to get up there.
I point to the lip of the cave, a good 50 feet or so above us. Marina's face goes pale as she stares off the sheer rock wall in front of us.
We're not gonna have to climb that, are we?
Too bad.
How else?
I wait a second for the shock to hit her face before I laugh and shake my head.
Just kidding. Come over here.
Oh, good. A short distance away is a slope somewhat steep but not too long. It leads up to the part of the cave close to the ruins.
We actually do have to go up this one.
Her face still looks doubtful.
I don't know if I can get up that.
Yes, you can. Don't.
Sure you can. It's easy. Look.
And then you fall. Okay, I hike up a couple steps during a bit of gravel tumble down past my feet, but it's mostly stable.
It's almost all dirt. If it was loose rock, we'd be in trouble.
Still looking uncertain, Marina takes a careful step up behind me, then another. She slides back down a little bit with each step.
Try to spread out your weight a little more evenly. You don't want to lose your balance and fall over.
That's why you should go behind her. But by saying what I said, she's able to reach where I'm standing.
Good job. Now just do that like 50 more times.
Nice. Marina groans, but I've already started. I glance back behind me. She's trailing only a couple steps behind me. For all her worrying, she's doing okay. I'm able to just compliment her when I feel earth shift beneath me and my foot slides loose. With my yelp, I lose balance, arms flailing as I try not to fall. Then faster than I process, Marina's arms shoot out and grab my sleeve. She tugs me back upright.
Are you okay? Oh my god, is your ankle alright? It's not broken, is it?
Panic is clearly painted across her face.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, oops, I cut that off. The only thing injured was my pride.
Are you sure?
Yeah, thanks. Good save.
We climb up the rest of the way together, but slowly. Oh, nice. At top, both of us stretch out and catch our breath.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Besides the part where you almost died, maybe.
I didn't almost die. Besides, that's what I have my sidekick for.
Nice. She gives me a playful shove.
Hey, I told you, I'm not the sidekick here.
Uh-huh. You'll still have to earn the title of captain. Or commander. Whatever it is. And you can do that by finding this thing before I do.
Now that we're actually up in the rooms itself, it's more clear how tough this is going to be. The cave stretches a long way like a deep scar in the mountain. The delicate clay buildings, some barely as tall as we are arranged throughout. They say that this is a village. It's hard to imagine anyone living here. Everything is so cramped and small.
Where do you think we should start?
Hard to say. It won't be anywhere obvious. Remember, people have been studying this place for decades.
What if someone already found it? Like a long time ago.
I shrug, but there's probably impossible to see. The sun has to go entirely down, leaving us in the shadow darkness. I wonder why Marina doesn't seem bothered by this
If they
sign.
did, then I haven't heard anything about it. We've just got to start looking. Try to be careful, though.
I feel bad being here. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Maybe your life was a bad idea. Ha! I'm sorry.
Be super careful then. And watch for spiders.
Oh, I flick on the spare flashlight past her just in time to see the look of disgust at the mention of spiders. We split up, staying close to each other, but not overlapping where we look. I get down on my hands and knees, shining light in every corner and cranny that I can. I worry that our lights may be visible in the distance, even though they're not very powerful. The only alternative would be sneaking around in broad daylight. We'd be much more likely to get caught then. I'm not finding anything except dirt. I brush my fingers against clay bricks in hopes of finding a loose stone or a secret compartment, but there's nothing like that. Nearby, Maria is doing the same thing. She hitched up her dress so it doesn't drag on the floor, and I force myself to look away rather than stare. She offers quite a view, though. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. After a moment, Marina giggles. I'm not sure why. I haven't spoken at all because I don't want my voice to echo in the cave and give us away. But silently searching gets tedious so fast I decide to try whispering.
What's so funny?
I don't know. Everything, I guess? I was just thinking how weird this is. Like, it's just so random, you know?
Yeah, pretty is.
Alright, Aristotle.
Who's that?
Oh, okay, you're in for a treat. No, I'm
Never
not.
mind.
Yeah, don't.
But yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Decided that the building I was scoring is lost cause, I move on to the next
Well,
one.
it's probably not a big deal for you since you do this stuff all the time, but this is honestly the most fun I've ever had, I think.
Destroying ancient Native American landmarks?
I'm being careful. Super careful. But just in general, being out here on the road. I thought maybe I was making a mistake when I left, but not anymore.
I'm glad.
And I am, I really
Guess
am.
it worked out well for both of us.
I can't see her from here, but I know she's smiling. Then she giggles again.
Yo, Amber, you're a big ol' softie after all, aren't you?
You're not. I take it back. I should have left you on the side of the road.
This is the time we both laughed. After that, we lapsed back into near silence, just the sound of us crawling around or occasionally moving to another building to search. Soon the happy atmosphere starts to dissolve and we start getting frustrated. Or at least I do. It takes maybe 20 minutes before we looked over all the buildings. There aren't too many. Combing over them isn't that hard. But we didn't find anything. Not even a clue, not even a hint that we're in the right spot. Signing through my nose, I started double-checking some of the larger homes. All that crawling and bending started to take a toll on me. When I straighten out, my back is sore and sweat presses my hair to my forehead. We start to bring up some bottles of water with us. We should have. I lean against a wall, rock and massage my shoulders. Marina finished the buildings and joined me. She's biting a lip, frowning a
Any
little.
luck?
Nope, nothing. You?
Yep. We both pause silent.
So, that's it, right? Like, we've checked all the buildings?
Or have we?
Can't be. We must have missed something. I'm going to try checking out the cave itself.
Oh no. She just stands there, watching as I head over to the far side. I shine my flashlight up and down again, examining every inch of rock. There's got to be a crevice where the gold is stashed, or something some other hiding place. There has to be. But none of the cracks are wide enough to deep enough for something like that. A few moments later, I pass Marina still in the same place. I check her face as she goes. Her eyebrows are frowned. She looks worried. I keep hunting. The image of Maria trumpetly holds up the gold spur me on. Just the thought of her smug grin pisses me off. When I reach the other end of the cave, I double back and check it again and again. Finally, Marina pulls away from the wall. I hear it and I don't see it.
Amber, come on. There's no way.
Her voice is like a knife in my heart. It hurts when I know. It hurts, but because I know she's right. I sigh and flick off my flashlight. Standing there, I look at invisible ground. I have to admit the truth to myself. It's not here. There's no treasure to be found in the mummy cave ruins. Either we got it wrong or someone beat us to it. Whichever the answer, there's no one else that in here that could be. I make my way back to Marina slowly. I can feel stringing tears of frustration beginning to well up in my eyes, which surprises me. I'm sure Maria would be laughing at me if she was here right now. Abruptly, I start walking towards her and spin around. I don't want Marina to see. There's the sound of crunching dirt as she walks over.
Amber?
She's worried. There's worry in her voice. I shake my head. I don't know if she can see. She lays over my shoulder and 2 tears manage to leak out of my eyes. I shake my head again.
Amber, it's okay.
No. I'm sorry. I screwed up. There's nothing here.
I know there isn't. Seriously, that's okay.
I sob, not even knowing why. Damn it. Or kso. I'm sorry. I get a grip, Amber. I crunch my eyes shut, but the waterworks really start. It burns. I managed to hold it back. Taking deep breaths, I get myself under control. Oh, this is a nice picture. Oh, this is a good one. I think to lean against the wall of the cave. Marina does the same. Our clothes are dusty from being on the ground so much. Oh, oops, what did I do? Return. Yeah. Our clothes are dusty from being on the ground so much. Marina pokes...
Self-voicing enabled.
What?
Marina pokes me in the side.
Oh, no, let's not do that.
Self-voicing disabled.
That was weird. Marina pokes me in the side.
You okay?
I draw a rattly breath.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. I don't know what that was about. I just got super frustrated.
Yeah, I could tell.
Can it?
I flick her gently on the knee.
But, that was kind of embarrassing.
No, it's okay, really. I cry all the time at home. Don't
It
worry.
doesn't make it any better, does it, Marina?
It's just... It's like losing. Not finding the treasure, I mean. So I'm mad for wasting all our time on this.
Well, you did find one treasure. You did do something.
Aren't you?
No, why would I be?
She sounds genuinely surprised.
Because now we're behind on the next one, too. What if someone beats us to all the rest of them?
Now you sound like me.
Oh god, is there a cure?
Meanie. But really, I had fun, so I don't think it was a waste of time. Even if we're not, like, super rich now. I'm glad we came here.
Once again, I don't even have to look and know she's smiling. She's always smiling after all. It's none of the cuter things about her, but there's a lot of those. But I'm afraid to look up and meet her eyes, afraid because of what I've been starting to feel lately and how I've been thinking of her. It's stupid to get bothered by this now, I know. We've been together all day. But right now, I'm already being over-emotional. I feel like it'd be a bad idea.
Amber?
And then, by reflex, I do it anyways. I look over and I was right. My heart flares a little, but the smile I was anticipating has been replaced by yet another look of concern.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it wasn't so bad.
I thought something completely different was going to happen, and you guys were probably thinking that too. She brightens up immediately.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I'm good now. Still, sorry for freaking out there for a sec.
It's okay. Don't feel bad.
Groaning, I stand up again. I'm definitely going to be sore tomorrow.
We should get out of here, though. The longer we spend, the more likely we are to get caught.
And now you get caught. Watch. It's been probably 45 minutes since we ditched the tour group. Hopefully they didn't get search and rescue team for looking for us. I offer my hand to Marina, who is still sitting on the ground. She takes it and I follow her to her feet. After dusting herself off, we both walk to the edge of the cave. It's possible to see anything, even the trails across the way is invisible from
Watch
here.
your step going down the hill.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to almost die again.
Going down the hill is easier than going up, but though it's still be careful, we make it to the bottom without incident. We don't risk the flashlight until we get back across the fence on the trail. Now that we're out of bounds, it doesn't really matter if people see us.
Where do we go
Inbound.
now?
Just home. Back to the RV. I think about it for a moment. There's no point in catching up with the tour group again. Besides, it's probably ended by now. Still, if they notice that we disappeared, then it could be bad for us to leave the park. The last thing I want to see are our faces as a missing person poster next time we stop at a gas station. But they got 45-minute lead on us, and that'll grow if we were to try to find them.
We'll just go back to the parking lot and get out of here. If anyone asks, we can just say we left early.
Thank God. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yes.
How come?
I'm so tired.
And plus, you don't want to talk with that lady again, do you? I forgot her name.
Same. My back's gonna hurt for a year.
At least you have the comfy bed.
Hey, you could always...
Oh. Awkward.
Grab some more pillows from the closet if you need.
Wow.
There are more?
Oh yeah. Gramps liked to have a zillion pillows when he slept.
Oh.
She sounds let down. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have made that connection there.
Don't worry. They weren't like his special pillows or anything. You can use them.
Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Damn, she really starts to worry when I mention him. Guess there's no good reason for that. But now, right now, the familiar job of sadness, I'm about to break down. We're doing okay for now. We've cried the rest of the way down the trail, though, without having strike to slow pace of a tour guide, a guided tour. It's actually a quick walk. There aren't any hikers out, which surprised me. It's dark, but not that late. As we reach the parking lot, it seems like we had perfect timing, or maybe perfectly awful. Spilling out ahead of the trail on the other side is a tour group that we were briefly part of. I recognize the tour guide as well as...
There you girls are.
Oh my god. Perfectly awful. Okay. Linda. She came from the blind spot we had time to hide. We had no time to hide. I even tried to force a smile as I turned to her face. She shows up to us. Daniel's still asleep. Howard's nowhere to be seen, though. Maybe he's in the car.
I was hoping to see y'all before you left.
Yeah, we were pretty tired, so we came back early.
Oh, I'll bet you are.
She winks at me, so like she's in a joke. Probably is. I don't know what the joke's supposed to be. I think I know what it is, but let's not.
What do you mean?
Don't think I didn't notice you two running off now. Figured you were, you know.
Assumptions. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's amazing. You gotta love it. She laughs and shakes her head.
I think that's good, though. Reminds me of me and my Howard when we were younger. We used to sneak off every chance we got, if you know what I mean.
My face starts to turn red as I realize what she's thinking of her is probably tomato color, though I didn't turn to look.
We weren't... I mean, we're not...
No need to be embarrassed or anything like that. And besides, at least you won't get pregnant.
She laughs heartily. The baby on her is bounding with emotion.
Sorry, though. I'm getting to be a bit too nosy for my own good. Y'all girls be safe out there. It was nice to get to know you.
She grabs my hand from the side and plumbing into a vigorous handshake. Then does the same to Maria, and neither of us reacts, still dumbfounded. Then she heads off towards the sea of cars, more of a puddle now since we most have already left. I turn to Marina as the spectre face says Scarlet.
Wow.
Right? That poor baby.
Good way to save this, change the subject, Em.
And that poor husband.
I didn't think people like that were real. Like, they only existed in books and movies and stuff.
They say the desert does weird things to your head. Or maybe Wisconsin does.
I shrug and start walking back towards the RV. I'm glad that Maria doesn't push the topic of Linda's misconception. Haha. We wouldn't mind, am I right? I'm sorry. I lock the door and let Marina in first. We're one of the last ones out here. Before I pull the door shut, I take a final look around Canyon di Celli, or what little of it I can see. It may have been a bus, but Marina, like said, it wasn't a total waste of time. Perfect time to end the episode. Delicious. Boom. That's the way you end an episode, fam. Good third part, I guess, right? Oh, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a fucking like. If you don't, then it's okay. I love you, no homo. If you guys dislike the video, don't dislike it because that's gay. And if you do, that's still gay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, Discord link in the description if you want to join my Discord server. And yeah, have a good day. Big gay.